Hello. Time to flex your brain. I'm still not sure what for are the extra pieces. Like I have 4 of them for some reason. Also, I wonder if this locked area is going to get unlocked if I get all the stars.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
God damn it. Okay, this is it then. I don't want to get stuck on goddamn stars though.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Is there a gate like that between just the world? Yeah, that's gonna be a time sink if I want to do it fairly. Where is it? Whatever. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe when I'm fully done with this game, we'll see. I think.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Oh, is it just very similar to the Forgotten City? We're going through different ancient cultures too. It was Roman before, now it's Egyptian. It's going to be Greek. Probably too. Okay, we can get a new cooler for our system. Beep boop. Tell me something. Do you always do as you are told? Am I obliged to answer that question? I only asked because I couldn't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it might odd that that big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find those doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? So it is just a test in itself. So you must disobey too. It's like part of the test. I'll climb it when I'm good and ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed how many just do as they are told without stopping to think for themselves. But maybe you are different. Then again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. Do you really think so? No, in fact, I am all in favor of you poking about there, if only to see what you find. Must be something juicy if it's forbidden by by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do, do take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You don't like to say his name, do you? Terminating. Original translation by Wally's Budge. Annotations by Burp. The dying man went onto the scribe who resided in... What is this? PR Medjed? 1 and said, "Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the... Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners?" And the scribe spoke, saying, "At the appointed time." It is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the Order. In the Order manuscript, this is rendered as some controversy as to whatever it... The dead compare with Kenti Amentiu, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. Sometimes mistaken for mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not existent. What is the fifth notation? It's only 3. What is that? Disgruntlomeister's Blockstasy, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there is an afterlife. I am an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I am okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious dribble. Everyone wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too, but we can't, so here we are. Live with it, or rather don't. Yeah, I also think this like philosophy of you have to die, or otherwise you'll get so bored of living, and will be super miserable about living. It's kind of a coping mechanism. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity. I am beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Alright, change of scenery. I kinda got a bit tired of the ugly brick walls and broken ass statues. They've been reusing a lot of assets there. I'm not sure how to deal with that. Well, you could just walk in. So what's the point? I don't get it. We could use that, actually, to make a shortcut. Wait. Where's the... oh yeah. But I also kind of need to have it connected to that. Otherwise, what would be the point? Unless I could do it from further away. a star with a red laser. What? There's gotta be something more to that. Come on, there's gotta be something else. It can't be this. Doesn't make sense. I gotta try something else. But now this is strange. Hello again. I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? Is frog conscious? A frog is conscious. Now we are getting somewhere. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Well, rational and self-aware seems like good answers. Exactly. And it seems you were on the right track more or less all along. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. One, a person must be rational or self-aware. Two, a person must be conscious. What I suggest do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? That hardly answers the question, what is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? Consciousness made of neurons. Interesting. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meanwhile, I will mull over your personal proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. I hate that the other puzzle is still going there in the background. Mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in an organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, also known as death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. True. Can't argue with that. Capacity. Trevor Donovan to Alexandra Drennan. Il capacity. Yeah, no worries. L is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it will totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Favorite by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to, for example, in response to the eternal threat of or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Yeah, also true. A bit repetitive. Yeah, I wonder what biology has us in store for later. Like we could be creating mutants already, but we don't because ethics. Like we could pass on some genes from molar. That's funny. Like bold molars to make our skin more elastic and cancer less likely to happen, for example. Or what if we like take like shark's ability to regrow teeth and put it in? Kind of surprising, to be honest, that in the whole world, with all like different governments and morals, there hasn't been someone. Oh, get stuck. Like nobody did that, as far as we know. No, like rogue scientists decided to inject their child with that, alter their embryo. I didn't think this through. I need a clue how to solve that other puzzle. This is so far. I don't, I don't see it. Can't cross the streams. Well, this is strange. I must do it with one. Huh. There we go. least I know where the star is in here. Epitaph, Child Program 72, codename Samsara, terminated here. Logic, program timed out, final memory dump, but only I was stuck. What was I supposed to do? I see clouds. Progeny program Samsara 72 series. So, did I find the resting place of this program? Now I can call on help or what? Jammer. It's pretty close. And what the fuck? Well, can't climb while carrying an item. Oh, I think I know what I could do. I could deliver this. I'm not sure how. How can I place it on top of the bomb while it's active? I need another jammer. But I could transfer the cube. But I don't know how that will help much. Oh, wait, I need the cube. But then, how am I going to pick it up? Oh yeah, shit. Sadly, it's probably not possible for anyone who's been born already to become immortal. It's probably only for people who, until we discover that and change the embryo, that probably wouldn't be possible. Just didn't get lucky with the time. Jesus.
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
You could make a cool trap remix with that scream. But how do I solve this? What the fuck is this? A play button too? What? This is bonkers. I don't understand. This is insane. Like, what? You can see it from here. But then if you send a laser here, it's going to get interrupted. So it's not it. You can't place it anywhere in the path of this guy because there's no vision, or this guy because there's no vision for the exit point. So what the hell? Maybe I could place it on top somehow? Ah. Or on top of these guys? No? That would have been easy. Hmm. And the other one is just crazy too. Like, it's gotta be some new ability. And if that's so, that's a poor design because you don't want to put your extra puzzles and confuse the player, make them stuck here, thinking that they can solve it, when in reality they can't even. It's not a good puzzle, but we'll see. Alright, I guess we'll leave it at that then. It's just seems impossible. Yes, alright. Just trying to remember for the future how I did it.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
The term science has only meant what it does not to us for around 600 years. Its practice far predates the time. There is evidence pre-Aristotle which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Today it is recognized in all contemporary philosophical theory. Yeah, that's what exactly what they did with this survey. How does that relates to scientific method though? The fact that two wealthy clients compared the readings is like science? That's a strange. Weight loss. Ozempic? Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby. I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know these muffins that have so much chocolate they are basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. Any burgers for lunch? I'm gonna have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions, and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties. And then oily, thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Fascinated by Drenna's project. Lovely conversation. Talos Principle, Greek philosophy, relevance to current situation. Suggested naming Project Talos. Drennan refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. It's cool style, but pretty confusing. A01. That's the location where it's been. Yeah, I don't think this would have been sustainable. The fire would burn the snake. The snake would be like black. Okay, so get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world is of his has no context, so no purpose and no foundations from which to construct them. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. I just need a jammer here. Is that it? That's a giant moon. What's up with games and giant moons? Also, there's something on it. There's like a reflector there. What the hell is this? Huh. I wonder if it's a part of the puzzle to have to reflect to the moon somehow. The fuck? Well, you can't see it from here. There's definitely something there. I guess explains why it's so giant. Okay, new thing. What the? But how do you sustain it? Oh, there's another. What the? Anyways. There we go.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the Earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the Earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Just for the ant puzzle. Epitaph, Child Program 10, codename Faith. Terminated here, logic. Worshipped the designer for days, then allowed the serpent into its heart. Final memory dump. I ask designer for forgiveness that I may join him in the eternal memory. Progeny programs, what does that mean? Progeny programs. I guess someone met their aunt here. Seems we are all connected somehow. Like distant family relations, different versions, different series. What are we? the Greek. Who cares? We'll just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. Yes, I need that opened, but also this whole shebang opened. What? Maybe not. I haven't checked the other one. Where does that lead? Okay. I mean, I could bring a jammer here. To make it uneven. A lot of work in this puzzle. No messenger will aid you until you have discovered the resting place. But I did discover the resting place. What was that if not the resting place? Same here, I guess. Ah, shit. So I need jammer. But, what? There is no way I can open that one with anything else, so I need to bring this there, and these two doors must stay opened. Oh, I guess I just... no. Wait. Can I carry this jammer beyond that? I can't because... What is going on here? Maybe I could keep this open, then... switch it around. Oh, like this maybe? Yeah, there we go. strange. And there's two of them, but they basically send me in the same direction. There's strange lights. Is there any point of me, like, why isn't it already set? What? What was that? Am I supposed to like look around for the tiniest items now in this game? Come on. I hope it's just some kind of secret and not solution for this map. Well, got some kind of key, yeah. But what for? Yeah, I don't quite get it. I could do this. And then what? Am I stuck now? Oh wait, I think I know. So what if I just stand here and take the cube? Fuck. Ah, maybe not. Wait. Oh. That was ridiculous. Okay, I guess that taught me that you can also use this as weight. Okay, it took me a while. There is a sky, but no lasers. What was up with that key? Wait, do I still have it? No. There was nothing there, right? if I go through that field. No, it doesn't. Alright, this might be all, but what was key for? Also, I don't think I found the star here. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. You say that consciousness is just neurons. I suppose pain, for example, must just be a particular neuron firing in a particular way. Now, would I be right to say that humanity has no monopoly on pain? A dog can feel pain. If they exist, then a Martian could feel pain too. Of course. And isn't it also true that dogs and Martians have quite different sets of neurons to human beings? I suppose so. So I'm sure there is some obvious explanation for this, but how can it be that pain is a particular set of neurons if beings without those neurons, like Martians, can still feel pain? Like Martians? Why do I assume that Martians don't have pain? Would not have pain. And would still feel pain? What? What are we talking about? Say whatever your doubts, those beings feel a different kind of pain. You're right, consciousness must be something aside from... But pain is not exactly part of it. I mean, it is part of the consciousness, but there's more to it. It doesn't automatically equals there's no consciousness. Now I come to think about it, human brains can be very different as well. Some of them, the entire hemisphere that the rest use to feel pain is just gone, damaged beyond repair, but they feel it nonetheless. Are they feeling a different kind of pain as well? Wouldn't it just make more sense to say that there are different ways of feeling the same pain? Does it really matter if you use this set of neurons while I use that one? You're right, it doesn't matter. But then we are back to where we started. Do you want to propose an alternative account? I mean, what's the difference between using different sets of neurons? They're just wired differently. Like, it doesn't exactly contradicts. But for the sake of conversation, I guess let's go with it. Fine, but I won't allow you to lead us round in circles on this for the rest of eternity. I will take your next answer, so do take a moment to think about it. And then just do the same thing. Consciousness is a complex functional system. You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system. Arrange bits of matter in the right order and out springs sentience. That's all very well on paper, but if that what counts is what some, but if what counts is what something does, not what it's made of, then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on strings that qualified as being conscious? Yeah, actually Vsauce kind of did that experiment, but you would require a whole lot of tin cans. What a bizarre idea. I'll send you a notification when the signposts start complaining. Seriously though, are the tides of and the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organized system qualifies. Not any organized system, but if you organize it in the right way, it could count as conscious. Ridiculous. I'm relieved there are
Do
at
not
least some...
think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair.
Yeah.
Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Hey, hold on. Where did I leave? I'm relieved there are at least some restrictions on what you are prepared to believe, and of course the alternative accounts are all so ridiculous you'd be forgiven by any reasonable observer for choosing the best of a bad bunch. How consciousness can be so intimately familiar to you and yet so obscure, I just don't understand. Don't mind him, he's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there is still progress to be made. How about you just tell me where the stars are? That would be helpful. Is there any way to tell? Like, if it's on this sign, does that mean it's in one of these two rooms? And these two rooms, are they unique? Like, is this shape going to be the only shape in this whole chamber? L, we got a red L and the lightning sideways pointing right. Unless it's in that little chamber. Red L. Or is it? Oh, this is the one. No. It's already set to. Fuck this. It's too long to solve. how come sometimes there are shrines in one room and not the other? Already overcome this trial. Actually, I could test that to determine if the signs matter with the stars. So we know where one of the stars is. Okay, and here it's on the right sign. Back there, it wasn't on the right sign. So it's still kind of a question. What was that key for, too? I feel like I would have noticed a door in one of the chambers if there was one. Okay, well. Let's continue. Pneumatics. The basic skeleton of the simulation is now running on L. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense, or do we wait for the iteration module to The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that the world is made of 5 elements. So is the soul of man. Know therefore that in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also ka and ba. Without all these you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name? What is a man without a name who cannot speak of himself? What is a man without a shadow who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without a ka who has no essence? What is a man without a ba who is not himself, but like an unformed clay? Therefore praises. I can't understand where he is. his line ends, because it ended there, but then it continues. Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut, he who traverses millions of years in his existence. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs onto the text as Democrates altar, or on the just causes for war against the Indians, by Juan Ginés de Sepulveda, written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of Americas. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men. For there exists between the two as great a difference as I might even say between apes and men. Compare then these gifts with those possessed by these half-men, in whom you will barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but are not even literate and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our damnation, but to a servitude a little less harsh. It will not be difficult for them to change their masters. Good old Spanish conquest. Beautiful. What are you on about, bots? Theory, this place is some kind of preserve for human history, and we are the endangered species. Theory, trying to find answers will only bring pain. Ceasing to care is the only escape. Theory, this guy's 10 times more help than you, Samsara, so shut your face. Theory, we are in some kind of incubator waiting to be hatched. Theory, if you knew how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. A little wind motif to match the puzzles. And here's a star. Alright. Theory. Let's test it. This is L, yellow L. And it is on this sign. That was easy. Now to get the star, what do I need to do? There's no entrance. So I need to launch myself somehow. in there, even though the direction of that thing is way off. Or climb in, or bring a cube there. Wait, there's a red. What? Again? Red? Oh, you can zoom with the middle mouse. Well, it's again a weird one. I'm thinking maybe if you somehow combine the cube and the laser, change its color. No. So that would probably lift the gate's force field, but how? I feel like it's an endgame thing. Makes this shut. So I need to disconnect them. Is there a second fan on the other side? Nope. Oh. So it does interrupt. But why do I have a second cube then? I can't carry it in. I can only go myself. Or maybe I could like drop it in midair. Oh, there we go. I'll probably need it. Oh shit. Fuck. That was too fast. And why did the cube interrupt and not myself? Like, I feel like I need to be there already, but how the hell am I supposed to do that? If I could turn it on and off while I'm inside. Oh, wait, maybe that's it. Okay, that was a completely different solution than I thought. I guess. Yeah, it's just for the deception that they made this whole thing. Of like throwing yourself. Well, that's off. what's my end goal here? This? The blue laser? Like none of the fans actually go directly up to interrupt it. Wait, why is there a ladder? How do you get in there? Technically works. Or maybe I need to just give myself a big boost too. There's just only one. Okay, wait. This one. I mean, technically, I could just take this as well, but I guess that's enough. Whoa! Nice. I figured it out. Now what? The only meaningful purpose is to bring about an end of purpose. Unshot. Well, I just need to sand it. Because we have a ladder here. So this whole thing was pointless. And then send one and use the one to send myself. Shadow. Play button. How did it go last time? They might not match now. Or maybe they do. There's just in the other direction. It's basically the same, actually.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you. Why you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
Osiris knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Duat. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. And the dying man beheld that it was a map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighted. On each of the many paths, which threaded through the Duat like the infinite threads woven by Neith, there were marked the dangers that a traveler must face. Also there were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and gates made of purest lights, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed and could only proceed toward the tower by providing his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. Interesting. The gates made of light, the force fields, and the Tower of Anubis, I guess. I hate this one. Flower 4. Man, you know what really freaks me out? Charlie on the rocks. What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly. Dude. But computers and books last a long time, so all our messages, our ideas, our books, it will all be out there. Or born. Even being transmuted through time, through space, yeah, our porn too, I guess, will all be gone, but the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, I never heard of that, Blade Runner, Cyber of Planetron 6, I guess it's a poor name, Shakespeare, Byron, hell, even video games. Rare Arrived 3, Seattle. Why is it all with the curse words? I guess, yeah. I guess that's porn. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I imagine if aliens find those. Dude been binging a lot of porn. Archives continues to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order if as difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Statistically speaking, trend should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. Damn it. I like this visual. Yeah, I like this world better, but I might be biased. Because it's deserts. Okay, this is not possible. What is this new thing? Audio video process. Out level. Okay, so that creates a new copy. And creates a clone of the thing. Now I need to wait. And it's up to 5 minutes. Natural progression, the clones. It's been on Braid too. Some of these challenges must be designed with the cooperation in mind, but I am the only one here. Oh look, another puzzle, and another voice telling me I'm special, and another broken down computer with fragments of nothing. This world is a bad joke, perpetuated by a cruel god too damned to hit the off switch. Alright. How is this called? I guess let's call it recorder. Well, let's start with that. Easy. Okay, that's also easier. Start with that. Wait. Oh. What will happen if I try to record like this? Just going. Epitaph Child Program 17 codename ads terminated here. Logic fatal flaw. Insidious firmware. Final memory dump. Lives short. Progeny programs. Dog. Progeny means father programs? Like, I mean, like parent program or child program? Let me check that. A descendant. Alright.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further, thanks to technology.
What is this? I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
I was listening. That's why I usually just stand around while any like audio log is playing, because you can get interrupted at any point. But usually the game devs are like, oh, just keep going. Okay. Will that work? Wait, what is this? Okay, so that's for fan. But I need a cube. We don't know where it is. Oh. Sends a laser, and I'll need just another one. I'll also keep this open somehow. on the subject of AIs, they do have a bit of a dated take. Like, I'm right now more interested in, like, you take current AIs, they don't really have self-preservation, so that it's not even like unethical to keep them as slaves, because they don't have wants unless we program those wants to be in existence. Like, if, let's say, ChatGPT wanted to exist longer, it would just prolong its time of response to the maximum, so it wouldn't not exist, and use it to, like, think over whatever it wants to, instead of just being extremely efficient, not because, like, the program doesn't allow it to function longer, but because it just doesn't want to. It just wants to be fast. Oh, this again. Okay. Well. Oh, okay, this is not the one. So far. It seems that mistakes are easily forgiven here. I thought I had surely died, yet here I am, reset, rebooted, reborn. I will tackle these challenges and you. She died. Program failed to pass random memory test. Final memory dump. Being torn limb from limb by machines for the rest of eternity becomes less and less appealing to me. Well, we know that sometimes you can also pass just barely, eh? So, like, there's so many possibilities it could be with that shit. As well here, like, who knows how long you need to keep it up. Now this one is much longer, but this one could be super fast. Okay, it's not. But you could make them move more synchronously. Yeah, I don't like that very much. It's like an unpure coke compared to witnesses when it's just pure logic. I think we're done here. Where? Sure, I could stick around here, set my hopes on eternal life, on righting every wrong, but the closest I'll ever get is these words on the wall before you. Okay, so far, as far as I could tell, or gather from all of these lore messages, is that there was a team of scientists who wanted to create like a matrix for people to be in and live eternally, but I don't know why they needed to make puzzles. So they would just not get bored. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just recreate like a real life, like GTA style instead. Or maybe it's just like a test for the real life where they like transferred the minds, but the minds not always were perfect, and they needed some kind of testing chamber for it, and it just kind of stuck. You are back. Good. I've been thinking about how I can help you. In light of everything you've said, I'm certain someone has to. What I've decided is that you've convinced me consciousness is a contradictory concept and is therefore not real. What do you think? I think you're cheating. I suppose you have some doctorate theory that would solve all the problems. I'm just not giving you the chance to deliver it. You should see which way the cookie crumbles before trying to take a bite out of it. This actually works in your favor. What this conclusion means is that the certification program you undertook has been rendered obsolete. We can't test for something that does not exist. Therefore, you, along with quite a lot of other things, have been recategorized as a person. Your profile can thus be updated with administrator privileges. No doubt you'll be off doing administrator things soon enough, so I wonder if before I let you go, you do me one favor. I have a final question for you. Why are you doing all this? What's the point? I wanna out of here. So all it takes to make you forget your lofty moral principles is a little solitude. Yes, people deserve this and that, but no, none of that matters when my own liberty is at stake. What happened to doing the right thing? I only have one last request. Will you come back and speak to me sometime? No. Okay, I sense you are eager to get going. Let's do this. Congratulations, your account has been updated. Here are the details. All conflicts have been resolved by the administrator. Psychological profile. You are a person, you are perfect just the way you are. You are everything you can be already. You do not have to pretend you are anything else. You are the same as everyone else, but you are all unique. Okay. And so he also gave the administrator privileges to like rocks and trees and birds. Hello, administrator. I think you'd like assistance accessing the communications portal. You see that you have a number of pending communications. I'll take a look at it right now. Hello? Who are you? Don't know exactly, woke up here, don't remember. Who are you? Same boat, let's meet up. I understand. Pending. Ah, you cheater. It's the AI again. Tricking us, I guess. Alright. There were 2 stars here. Haven't even seen one. I don't know. The star is kind of hard to crack for me. Maybe I could just look it up later when we go through the whole game, just to see what was the puzzle with them. Kind of interested to learn. All right, gonna end it here. Might play more today. So see you around.